Hello, welcome back to my channel and thank you for watching. Uh, this is Shaun from Zarz Collectibles and Comics doing my normal Thursday night stream. Uh, with my new lighting, it makes it a little bit difficult to get in position where it's not shining bright off my head. Um, Tonight I will be doing a show of my final pickup for the year, and it's a Grail book that I've been chasing for a while. And I'm also going to be doing a little recap on some of the books I picked up for the year because obviously Christmas is next Thursday, so I don't know if I'll be doing a stream then. And then obviously the following Thursday is the new year. So we'll end off the year with a recap if I don't get a chance to get back on this year. So I picked up a fair amount of books this year. I attended C2E2 earlier in the year where I picked up a fair amount of books. And then there was my second trip to the States, which I picked up some more stuff. A lot of these books are not big Grail books, but just books that aren't easily accessible here. So we'll start off. We will show some convention books that I picked up. First off, so I had heard about convention books before all the time and were not something that I really seen or was ever really able to get my hands on here. And then when I started attending the shows overseas and actually understanding exactly what convention books were, I was able to start getting my hands on them. So these ones were picked up. There's no real big key or want for them, but just because I'm a Stan Lee collector, I picked up Stan Lee, C2E2, Tidal Wave production. So this one is 53 out of 200. So we have another version of same book, just this one is a intergalactus version. So obviously you see the planet in the top, little bit different. This is 23 out of 100. I was lucky enough that the artist who did these had one from a previous show. So this is a Virgin variant Mr. Marvel card, another Stan Lee cover. This was a MegaCon Orlando exclusive. And 122 out of 200. Then we have a Jack Kirby tribute, which was something I found really unique considering these books are so limited and numbered that I don't think any of them would ever make it here. So we have a cool Galactus, Silver Surfer tribute cover to Jack Kirby. And this one is 23 out of 80. And the cool thing, numbered on the front of the cover, which was cool. Then we had some other pickups of Stanley. It's lucky to get some more. 127 out of 200, and this one isn't carded. This year I went a little bit different on the pickups that I got from the shows, just because I was limited in how many books I could bring, and just on deciding what I actually wanted to get. So we'll quickly go through next bunch. This next book is a book that I've seen a lot of my American friends show. It's not something that we would ever really get here, I would think. And it's the NFL Super Pro with Spider-Man on the cover, number 1. Then this next bunch of books is a bunch of books from a run I decided that I was starting this year, because I end up finishing my X-Men run about halfway through the year. So I decided I was starting on Justice League. Now we have Justice League. We have a whole bunch of Justice League covers. Minor Key. First Silver Age appearance of Dr. Fate. There's some very unique covers on this Justice League run, and some pretty cool covers too. Two of my favorite characters, Green Arrow and the Flash. So a lot of these are low grade books just to fill out the run. Alternate Universe, Golden Age Robin, Justice League versus Justice Society, Mephisto looking character. I'm sure it's not even close to his name from Justice League and DC. Okay. Superman standing over the heroes. Only 25 cents, bigger and better. Cool Justice League cover. I was amazed that I can find the old Justice League books and old Marvel DC books still for $2 and $3. There's no way we'd find these books for that price here. And the last two from this first bunch. And okay, so these last bunch of books are books that I was able to pick up in my last trip. So a lot of them are just covers that I liked and wanted. Not a lot of big keys in them. But we have Wolverine Deadpool cover. It's pretty cool. Let's do this. We have Marvel Team Up, First Mockingbird. We have some early Teen Titans. So this is one of my favorite pickups for the year, just because I think my Teen Titan run is going to be the next run I focus on. We have a low grade X-Men 101. Pretty cool. Anyone that's seen my channel knows that I'm collecting the Killing Joke all printings. So this is printing number 10. Inferior 5. This is their second appearance, but obviously you got the Hulk looking cover for the crossover. Blade mini book, which came out with the movie Trinity. This is a book I don't think I've actually ever seen here. I might be mistaken, but we got First Rye and First Full Bloodshot. Hey, we have a guest.
What are we looking at?
I'm just doing a recap of my pickups from the year, and then I'm going to show the final Grail of the year that I picked up. So,
Wait, all your pickups from the entire year?
not all, but a decent chunk. Like only the books that really matter. So, because next week's Christmas, then the following Thursday is New Year. So I figured I'd get them in beforehand. So, how's things on your end, dude?
Sweaty. It's pretty hot in here.
I can imagine. It's crazy here. So, how was Collectorama?
Yeah, it was good. I thought it was all right. Like, it was very much a card show, but they probably had the best mix of other stuff that there's been for a while.
Okay.
As far as all the new shows that do very card heavy, it was like they had, I think, 4 comic vendors.
Yeah.
Secret HQ were one of them who don't usually do the show, so they were kind of, fresh. I mean, there was probably more than 4 if you count some that had just a random short box here and there, but like 4 real comic vendors.
Okay. That's good.
There's a lot of artists. But yes, it was very, very, a lot of Pokemon cards.
Well, I've been hearing that they're starting to die on their ass a little.
not die on their ass, but apparently the card swing has gone to One Piece now.
Has it?
Yeah, so One Piece is the new hype right now.
Okay.
So, okay. How much did I see those One Piece cards for last time? But apparently One Piece cards have gone up and Pokemon cards are going down.
Yeah. I will not try and follow the market. It's just too difficult. So we can keep chatting and I'll start showing these books so I'm not here for 10 hours. So we got Peter Porker. I think it's Peter Porker and Spider-Man. So first Spider-Ham.
Very good.
We have, you would like this book. What's this book?
That would be the first Lunar. Wait, is it first Lunar Snow? There you go. Yes, I've got that book. I want the second print though. The second print has this really nice variant cover that I want.
Does it? I haven't seen it. We have Showcase Presents Dr. Fate and Owlman.
Is that a first as well?
It's a first Silver Age appearance of Solomon Grundy. So we have Black Canary and the Oracle, Birds of Prey. So first Birds of Prey. And we have Aquaman. So first Black Manta.
Oh, what issue is that?
Number 35. Captain America. If I'm right, this is first Contessa. Whatever. I'm not even going to bother trying to say her name because I'll butcher it. And another early Teen Titans book. Hawk and Dove on the cover. Let's show some more old school books. No, sorry. That wasn't first Contessa. This is mixed up.
I don't even know who Contessa is. Who's Contessa?
You know, the lady from Seinfeld who's in.
Oh, yeah. And she was in the Falcon.
Yeah, Contessa, whatever. But
yeah.
that's her first appearance. I doubled up on this book, so I have 2 copies of it.
Yes.
So we have Brave and the Bold presents Justice League of America, number 29. So the second appearance of the Justice League. Early Shazam, 100-page special. And first Black Adam.
Black Adam.
Yeah. Makes an appearance in 100-page special. We got first Doctor Doom crossover with the Avengers. Some early Justice League books. Justice League number 2.
Cool cover.
And we have Justice League number 4. This is the issue where Green Arrow joins Justice League. And we have number 5. the artist who got stuck doing the Justice League must have really hated it at the start, considering that nearly every cover has every character on it. So this one is Adam joins the Justice League. So we have some early Hulk, 107. First Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern. We have first appearance of Justice League Dark.
Apparently, they're doing a Something's Killing the Children crossover with Swamp Thing.
Yes, I have heard about
What the
that.
hell? That's out of control.
It'll be funny. It'll be interesting. There's been rumors that they're doing what you call it, Swamp Thing with one of the other independent books as well. Oh, fuck. I can't remember which one. But yeah, supposedly they're doing a whole run of Swamp Thing with other characters. We have Hulk 102. 105, sorry. Another early Hulk. World's Finest 199. Flash Superman race.
Wouldn't mind getting a Superman Flash cover one day.
So this is the third race, if I remember right. Just
Ooh, I can't remember. I don't think I've got that one. I can't remember.
Cool Batgirl cover.
How much did you buy that for?
$5.
Jesus Christ! Was that in America?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, that's like $30-$40 here every day, at least.
Vampire for my zeros.
Is that a Frizen?
Okay.
I know she did a lot of those the early covers for that. I don't know if that one is, but
No, not what it says on the cover. So we have Tales to Astonish Iron Man, Captain America, first Peggy Carter. Just cool 1 in 10 variant Wolverine.
Remember that.
So cool. Then we have Marvel Comics presents before Wolverine. There was Weapon X.
I have the reprint of that.
You had the reprint only.
Someone sent it to me.
Okay. Then we have the last bunch of the second show. Kick-Ass #1.
Do I have that? I feel like I've got that.
I don't know. Maybe.
Just the cover. Familiar.
So we have Invincible Iron Man 55. First Thanos. I have a book you like.
First Red Hood.
Yeah. Another
Did you only get that this year?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a book I'm after.
Transformers #1.
How much you get that for?
You don't want to know. It cost me about $40.
That's pretty good.
Ultimate Comics, all new Spider-Man. Miles Morales, early Miles Morales. So Aquaman 29, first Ocean Master. You checking if you got it or not?
No, I'm just seeing what the Transformers book's going for these days. 109.
We got Marvel .1, first New Nova. And just a cool cover with the Watcher. We have Fantastic Four 209, first appearance of Herbie. So down to the last couple of books. Then we have some bigger books, and then I get to the end. We got another Fantastic Four, number 30, appearance of Diablo. Just a cool Ghost Rider book. Last time I showed this, Grey Man was on, and he's pretty sure that she makes a first and last appearance in this book. Steel Wind. Another Shazam, early Shazam book. We have a celebration of Jack the King Kirby, Amazing Heroes, issue 100.
There's an Amazing Heroes book I was after a while ago. There's one with Michael Jackson on the cover.
Yeah, I seen that one when I got this one. So we have Stars and Stripes, number 1, which is the second appearance of them. And a book that I hadn't had in my collection.
How much is that going for these days?
Here, I have no clue, but in the States, it's dropped dramatically. So,
well, that's only the cameo.
Yeah, but to get the first printing 89 is like here. I don't know if it's still as high as it was, but it was around $100. Now it's dropped a little.
Well, there's also a misprint in that in a lot of the Australian ones.
Yeah, they're American ones, so I doubt it's got the misprint.
Well, it's just one page is like completely fucked. In fact, because it's also the first appearance of the designer, and the page that actually shows him in full, a lot of the pages were like basically blacked out because there was something wrong with the printer for that page or some shit.
All right, haven't opened it. I'll open it and have a look. We got a gift.
Whoa!
It's a reprint.
Okay.
I got a gift from Jin. Gave me a reprint of Justice League. We have a book that I didn't pick up off the shelf. I was able to get while I was overseas. Savage Land number 1.
Who did the cover?
Tom Seeley. Oh. And then we have probably one of the bigger books I picked up. So Justice League number 1. Slabbed. Okay. So I'll show some books quickly that aren't mine, but I picked them up for somebody. So we have
Halo,
Incredible Hulk, because you missed the last stream, so I bought a collection of books. I bought part of a collection, all Halo slabbed books. So have nearly 500 Halo slabbed books.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, who'd you get it from?
Bought it from, I don't know. I just went in with 2 other guys. So I'm not sure who the actual seller was. But there was nearly 1,000 books in total.
Was it the guy who runs Halo?
No, Grant is dead.
What?
Grant died.
Are you serious? The guy who ran Halo?
Grant died about 5 weeks ago. 6
Really?
weeks ago. Yeah.
Fuck, I didn't know that.
You didn't?
I don't know the guy.
Yeah, he, what's his name? Neville was put a post up about it and stuff.
I don't go on Facebook that much.
Really? So yeah, no, he passed away 5 or 6 weeks ago, and I don't think this had anything to do with him, but a guy had about 1,000 books, was moving overseas, and wanted to sell them.
How do you get 1,000 graded books? That would have taken like 30 years.
Well, they're all Halo graded, so maybe he was friends with Grant and just slowly got books done. So I'm not sure. But all right, so I'll show the two big books I
This
picked
is the
up.
recent pickups.
What? Yeah, these are the Grails, the last Grails. So
Oh,
let's pull it out of the bag. Oh, you bitch. The slab is cracked.
did you see any? Did you see the books that Dave brought to Yarraville?
No.
Mate, they were fucking bangers. he brought the fire to Yarraville.
Alright. This just made my decision easier. Right.
You're gonna crack it.
Well, the slab's damaged. It's
So is it because it doesn't look chipped around? Oh, is it actually broken or is it?
yeah, it's
You
actually.
know, Halo slabs have that thing where it looks like it's chipped and it's actually how it's meant to be.
Yeah, no, it's actually chipped. The piece.
You know how the back joins on? A lot of the times the edges, they're not smooth. They're like it looks like it's all been hacked at. But then I was like, all of mine are like that. Yeah, okay, that's actually a broken bit. Okay.
Yeah, I was contemplating with this, seeing about getting it maybe cleaned and pressed and then CGC'd.
Well, mate, Halo slabs are now a rare thing. Well, you got plenty of them, but like they're now a rare thing. They'll never happen again.
Yeah, I know, but it's an 8.0. If it comes back CGC 8.0 or a 7.0, the value is just going to jump like crazy. So, and then the Grail that I got for myself.
Oh, I saw it.
Yeah.
When did you get that?
Yeah, it was part of the collection, and I decided to keep it for myself. So
wait, so if you went in with two other people, how did you decide who gets what?
we're all friends, and we worked it out.
Wow.
We have an Incredible Hulk 181.
Wow. Congratulations.
So now I can say I have the first, and the cameo, because we don't know which one is which.
Well, the cameo is the true first.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
But I have both. So, but yeah, finally got my hands on this, which is good.
So, crack that.
Yeah, I might give it to Matt's body and let him go sick.
Well, I don't know. He damages books sometimes.
So yeah, that was the last Grail pickup for the year. So, but yeah, it was lucky the collection came around, and there was a bunch of big books in there, and ended up grabbing some. So it's good.
Very nice.
So, but you pick up anything?
Nothing good. No.
Nothing good.
Yarraville. I don't like spending in Yarraville, so I bought a couple of things, but they're all like $5-10 books.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't say I've picked up anything big in the comic world recently. I got a sketch cover, but I haven't shown it on the channel yet, so you're not seeing that yet.
Okay. I haven't seen your videos for Yarraville and Collector Armor. What was Yarraville like? A lot of people
Well,
show
I
up.
haven't released so because there were so many events on the one weekend the other week. All my videos are behind at the moment. So my Yarraville video only came out yesterday.
Okay. Was it any good?
Yeah, it was good. Dave, like, mate, if you watch the video, just watch it just for Dave's part because I show you the books he's got, and you're like, whoa, just because you can find those books at our fairs, like Bruce and stuff, but you won't find them in CGC grade, slab. So
No.
Dave brought all that shit.
So the stuff he normally brings, I'm assuming.
Well, he hasn't vended for every year, he said. So
That's true. Yarraville last year.
was it last year?
Last year, Simon, last show last year, I think Dave was there. How you going, madam? No, time flies quickly for it to have been a year.
Well, apparently I met him at a Yarraville. It would have been before I started. This is my 7th time selling at Yarraville. Because every time I used to name my videos, my vlogs, Yarraville 1, Yarraville 2, Yarraville 3. And then they started being called Yarraville Selling 1, Yarraville Selling 2. And I'm up to Yarraville Selling 7. He has so many events, man. Like, I had a friend come to one and I was like, was that the one that just happened? And I don't think it was. I think it was the one before that. And now he's got another one in January. He's very close together. So I wouldn't be surprised if not as many people come to the January one because I'm not vending at that one. Because there's a card show that day at the showground. So I was like, well, I'll come to Yarraville in the morning and then I'll go check that out.
Oh, that new card show at the showground.
Well, so they've run other events, but this is this is them doing a monster-sized card fair.
Big boy version.
Yeah, so they're all like cool dudes. They have this warehouse, the guys who run it, and they have a lot of events in this warehouse, and they've all got cool like JDM cars and stuff like that. Like it's like this cool underground car, cool people scene, but they all are into Pokemon cards. So what they do is they have these warehouse events, and they'll have like 5 or 6 vendors there, and they'll do shout pizzas for everyone. And, they do I've never been able to go because it's always been on the same day as another event. But like they're doing a Christmas party this Saturday. Everything's free except you've got to bring a gift. You bring a gift to put under the tree, and then at the end of the night, everyone gets to pick a free gift. I'm only staying on for another 3 minutes because 10 o'clock was my limit.
10 o'clock
so we can tag, madam. If you come on, Shaun will stay on for another 4 hours.
Yeah, possibly.
But yeah, I gave myself till 10 o'clock because normally after 9 is too late for me.
Really, you're getting slack these days.
What was I saying? But yes, I want to go to one of those warehouse events too and be part of the cool club. I want to look at these cool cars.
I seen their show that they're doing in Jan is they're doing cars and cards as well. Yeah.
Well, I think they're bringing their whole thing, their whole vibe, their whole But if you actually follow the dudes, he reached out to me. He was at Collector's Pit. And he came up and said hi to me as I walked past, but I'd never met him before. He goes, "Hey man, how you doing?" I was like, "Oh, good man." And then later he messaged me. He was like, "Hey man, tried to chat to you today, but you were too popular." I was like, but then I was like, "Okay," I didn't know what to say to that. And I was like, "Cool man, what's up?" And then he told me about his show. I was like, "Yeah man, I'm gonna come to card." No, he told me about the show that was coming up that weekend. I was like, "I can't go to that. There's like 5 other events on that weekend." So yes. Okay. But we should come up with something like that. We should come up. We can do it in your backyard. It'll be comics and cars.
My backyard is slowly getting clean, dude. So
instead of JDM cars, they'll be like old school Aussie Bougainmobiles.
Is there Australian muscle?
Yeah, I like Australian muscle.
No, it's a possibility one day. So
that could be the next Days of Future. Whoa, it comes back with a vengeance. Would you change the name? Or do you think you'll stick with that?
I possibly would if it was to the benefit.
Mate, I've got to be the only person still talking. Mate, wait until I do. Oh, shit, I've got to upload it. It's my sketch cover video is coming out tomorrow. And Days of Future gets a nice little plug in it. So Mitch
talked about it a little bit. I was trying to get the venue for next year, but I just couldn't lock it in.
Well,
Time.
the other thing is now you've got to be careful of clashing with someone on the shows, right?
Yeah.
So the reason I said to Billy, I said, "Hey man, you should swap your dates around for Yarraville because he's doing the Pokemon Fair one week and then the next week Comic and Toy Fair." I was like,
Yeah.
"You should swap them." But the reason he said he did it that way is because the Comic and Toy Fair is the same day as the card core.
Okay.
So that makes sense. But now, like, you can put an event and you're going to clash with someone. Like, it's just so easy now.
Yeah, that's why I had trouble locking in the venue, because just couldn't get the date I wanted. Then the dates I could get were clashing with other things, so I didn't want to clash.
Well, we
And
got
then,
to chat off camera too. I was going to set up maybe the start of next year. I'll set up a. We're going to record it, but it'll just be for my private use. But yes, I've got a venue in mind for simple stuff. That is. But I
okay.
need to discuss it. So I want to do a pre-recorder because obviously I want to make a video. If I end up going ahead, I want to document things along the way, and that will be one of them. So anyway, it's 10:01. I am 1 minute past my bedtime, my stay time, not bedtime. Tag, madam, if you want to tag in. All right. I'll speak to you soon.
No stress at all, dude.
If I have fun this weekend, I've got my Christmas party on this weekend, so that's why I couldn't come. And Sarah's got her fam down. So,
yeah.
But yes, have fun.
We'll try and not enjoy Christmas it too much without you.
Mate, you'll miss me. All right. Yeah. Have a good Christmas, man. I'll see you soon.
You too, dude. Take care.
See you, mate.
Bye. Okay. Well, I have some other books I can show for a little bit, and then we will see how things are going. So we have an Avengers 257, which is First Nebula. Captain America 354. I'm pretty sure this is, First US Agent. Legends. An early Suicide Squad appearance. We have Thing and Spider-Man, Marvel 2-in-1. This is, if I'm right, the first appearance of the Infinity Stones. Then we have King Size Annual Avengers. And I'm pretty sure this is the death of Thanos. Could be wrong. We have Mr. Miracle #1. We have Moon Knight #1. So his first solo ongoing. Captain America 310. I know this book is a first appearance of someone from the Serpent Society. We have the new Incredible Hulk. This is, I think, the first appearance of Professor Hulk. Grant Morrison, Batman and Robin. Just a pretty cool cover. #1. I know this book was a little bit hot earlier in the year. So we have Batman Detective Comics 469. And first appearance of, I think it's Dr. Phosphate. So from Creature Commandos. So the last of the books I got, another early Captain America 230. We have the first appearance of Nomad in Captain America 180. No problems at all, madam. I can be good for a few more minutes. So, first Nomad. I showed the first appearance of Red Hood before, but we got the first appearance of Tim Drake. And we have Wolverine Origins, first Draken. This cover, I know this book is a little key in some way, but just a cool cover, especially for a Daredevil cover. Normally all black and dark and brooding. To have a white cover, him dead center. Okay, and we have, I know this is a low grade, and I can't remember exactly what it is, but we have Batman and Robin 235. I think it's an early appearance of Ra's al Ghul, I think. Let's see. Oh, Madam. Copy. Let's send you the link, madam. Give me 1 second. Okay. And get the link. Okay, madam, it should be sent. Okay, and the last book we have is a Silver Surfer #3, first appearance of Mephisto. So this is a pretty cool run of Silver Surfer, and I think it'll be one of the ones on my list of trying to complete after I get through the Justice League run. So we'll see how things go. Toss up between Silver Surfer or Teen Titans when it gets to that stage. See which one I decide to go ahead with. So, okay. It's all the books I have to show for now. So, hopefully, Madam jumps on shortly and keep me from drowning. I'll try and tread some water. As Simon was saying, we've been bombarded with shows this year where we're having 2-3 shows a weekend, most weekends, whether it be card shows, toy shows, comic shows. So it makes it a lot harder to get out to every show, obviously, just because you can't go out every weekend to every show and show the support to sellers like you would like to. So you have to be a little bit choosy on which shows you attend, which makes it a bit more fun and not at the same time. So all good, madam. So attending less shows means you put a little bit more effort in when you're at the show and look around a little bit more and hunt through boxes, try and find the books you're looking for. But then it also means that there's a chance you could miss finding something you're really looking for by not attending a show and there being a different seller or a different person at that show. So it's catch 22, just makes things hard. So I know that I didn't do many shows of our shows here as just a guest. A lot of them were as a seller. So I did 3-4 shows as a seller, and then I think I did 2 or 3 shows just as a guest to see what was happening. And it's a lot different after you make the trek overseas and you hit those big shows in like America. It makes you not have not care, but just the shows here just don't compare. So makes you put in a little bit less effort in attending our local shows. So as you can see, it's not the best setup yet, but I have also done my lighting on the roof. Hey Dave, how are you, buddy? I hear you had some bangers at Yarraville. Simon was saying you bring the heat. So, as I was saying, the lighting is semi set up. I just got to get the lights positioned a little bit better to shine on the collection properly so it lights it up. And then we'll see a room tour going maybe in January just to get something a little bit different done. Oh, so the books got nicked after you did Yarraville. Is that what you're saying, Dave? So it was all the books you took to Yarraville. If so, that's just dog act. Whoever did it, hopefully they catch him soon. If they're trying to do something stupid like trying to sell those books. So It'll be interesting. Okay. So, oh, you freshly bring out the books, and then for that to happen is crazy. So, um, the I know, I think there's one more show left for the year, if I'm right. But I think it's more of a card show than an actual collectible comic show in between Christmas and New Year's. So, and then we start the new year off with a bang with Yarraville first off. They are assholes, Dave. Yeah, you can't trust anyone anymore. So, has there been any developments on it, Dave? Are they any closer to sorting it out? And that light reflecting is a little bit crazy. So, alrighty. Sorry. As I was saying, yeah, I think there's one last show for the year. Then we have a reprieve for like 3 or 4 weeks, and then we hit Yarraville close to, I think, Australia Day weekend, which gives a good 3.5, 4 weeks off, surprisingly. But let's check Simple Simon's the man to the man to check for upcoming events. No, he doesn't have the list on Instagram, so it means it's on YouTube. Let's see, YouTube. Search Simple Simon. Where's this list? No, I can't find it. Alright. Okay, they're still working on it. And you might do it again, as in the next Yarraville show, Dave. You planning on doing the January show? I think you might enjoy doing the monster size at the showgrounds from Pop Toys. Not Pop Toys, sorry, from Modern and Vintage Toy Show. Toys. I think that will the people through the door would suit the sort of stuff you have. Okay. So okay. Is it moving along, Dave, or is it sort of just stalemated at the moment? I know you probably don't want to be saying too much about what's happening until it happens. I did, Dave. I made a decent amount for what it was. So obviously first show and trying to work out the setup. Knock knock. Is that meant to be who's there? As I was saying, Dave, for the first show, trying to work out the setup and stuff, it was a really, really decent show. And the amount of people through the door was great. Are you there, madam? Because your screen is white. I'll add you.
Am I still white?
No, but it's black.
It's so black?
Yeah.
I can see me.
I can't.
Can you see me now?
No.
That is really bizarre. Okay, I will go figure out.
Let me 1 second. Let me see if it's just on this or if it's on the stream as well.
Okay.
Let me check out the stream because I
Oh,
had that issue with Mitch a
it
few
is
weeks
black
ago.
on the screen. Look at that.
It is?
But I can see myself. I'll take myself off and try again.
All right. No problems.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So you were black. I'm not going crazy. Yeah, sorry, Dave. It is, like I said, I think it'll be worth it for you. I didn't get overly too much chance to really walk around and see what was happening because there was just a good consistent stream of people and the stall was always full. But from what I've heard from most people, they did well. I haven't heard anyone say something bad about it yet. So I think it'll suit you, and he's expanding a little bit next year if his plans fall in place. Let's try and add Madam again. Not. Now you're working.
Oh, I am. Okay.
Yeah.
How strange.
You were black at first, and then it kicked in. So.
Yay. Sorry. How are you, Zarz? It's nice to see you again.
I'm good, and yourself?
Good. Just woke up and was happy to see you were on.
Yeah, I had to work last week, so missed Thursday, but this week I'm off, so figured I'd jump on.
Nice. And what have you guys been talking about? Have you picked anything up?
I just did a bit of a recap of the year, and I showed the last two pickups for the year. So got
dang. That's like a pretty penny, right?
It is, and I got
what was this? What was the number on it?
181.
No. What was the? It's 4 point what?
4.0.
4.0.
So
yeah, that probably costs you what, like $15, $16?
Not that much because it was part of those books I bought, the collection I bought into.
Okay.
But they're just two that I'm keeping for myself.
Yeah.
And sell them. So I was happy to add them to my collection.
That's awesome.
So I seen your art piece on Instagram this week. Is that finally finished?
No. He's far from finished, but I'm working on him. I'm trying to make him more anatomically correct, paying more attention to anatomy when I'm making the body.
Okay.
You know? And then I'm putting the birds in and kind of having to sculpt the birds on one wire, and I have to kind of hide the wire the whole way.
Okay, yeah, I see.
So yeah, I'm just gonna be doing a lot of birds. I'm thinking of trying to find a way to do for their eyes. I was using push pins, Like, because I imagine they're like crows or ravens. So I'm putting push pins in and like putting a little bit of clay over them, you know? And I'm
Okay.
trying to think, like, their beaks are so special and distinct. I was like, God, I hate to sculpt all these beaks so small. And I was like, damn, I wish I had a 3D printing machine. I could just 3D print all these little beaks and just stick them on, you know?
Okay.
But
I'm sure there's someone in the community that can help you with that stuff.
I just need to buy a 3D printer really badly.
Oh.
Either that or I'm going to go to Michael's store and like just tromp around there and see if I can find some like already made birds that I can rip their bills off.
Okay. So Michael's is like an arts and crafts shop, I'm assuming.
It's like a Hobby Lobby, like a paint and, you know, craft and decoration store.
Okay.
I picked up
Monsters.
this,
Yeah. A cool book.
yeah.
Golden.
I picked this up because I really I went to a garage con this weekend, and there was maybe like 20 people at this garage con just outside this guy's house. And
Okay.
but everything was displayed beautifully, just like a con, you know.
Yeah.
And I went with my friend Ray, and I bought a nice canvas one-piece horror story from an artist, right? I loved it. I hung it up, and I hung it up in my dining room. Boyfriend comes home. He's like, "It's gotta go."
So your boyfriend's not a horror person, I'm assuming?
He just doesn't like it. So he wasn't there when I bought it. So. But this, I selfishly bought this because I was working on that guy on my sculpture. And I was using this selfishly for reference.
Okay. So you're going for the big bulky guy?
Yes, that's kind of who I like to go for.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I would say that he sort of looks like Arnie from the 80s.
He does look like Arnie from the 80s. He's even got veins on his legs, which is really what got me.
Okay.
Because I was like, oh, look at the detail there. I could totally incorporate that.
Okay, so you're going to give yourself like 30 hours worth of work.
Yeah.
To get some veins and some creases in places.
Don't you know, though? Don't you know, Zarz? It's all about the details.
Yeah.
All the modern art that eliminates the details, right? I find to be simplistic and unexciting.
But I would assume China put in all that detail is going to be hard to translate when it bronzes.
Nope.
No?
The bronze uses a rubber mold to pick up all the detail, and every single detail will come up off that mold. At one point, I was making Ellen Axon Wilson. She was the first lady, and I was a life-size sculpture of her. And I had her in her old-fashioned dress, and I put some lace, and I pushed the lace into the clay, right, hoping it would stick and give a texture, and it did, and it came out in the bronze even.
Okay.
So
I would have thought that some stuff would get lost in translation in the bronzing process, especially things like veins and stuff.
That's the fun part. I get excited about veins and little stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm sure it'll finish off the piece greatly.
I hope so.
Okay. It'll be like next year piece or a this year piece?
It's like a constant piece.
Okay. So going to be going for a while?
He's been going for a while. In fact, this is the second body I've done. That's the first body I did on him. It wasn't anatomically perfect, so I scrapped him and the whole birds and everything. I can show you a picture of the first one. And then I was like, no, I need to do him right because I really liked his concept, right? And I thought he would be a decent seller, you know.
I'm assuming the bigger you make him, the bigger the birds and the bigger the whole loop has to come.
He's probably this tall right now, and then the birds by there.
So about 2.5 feet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe 2 feet.
Yeah.
Just a second.
No.
How's it going? I was so horrified to watch the news and see the horror in Bondi Beach there. How did that affect you guys? Like I felt so bad for you guys, but I mean,
different state than where I am.
Okay.
So that was in Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a 10, 12-hour drive from where I am. But yeah, it shows the stupidity in the world.
Yes.
So
it certainly does that.
And it's been a bit weird. Like I don't really watch the news, but the bits and pieces I'm hearing are just all over the place. You don't know if the guy was a citizen or an immigrant or what. And then there's been stories about how he's an immigrant. How did he get a gun license and all that stuff? And then
how did he have 6 guns?
Yeah, and then his mum is coming out and saying that it's not him, it's someone different.
Okay.
So, yeah.
This is the beginning of the first one I did. Can you see it? No,
I can.
I'll just send it to you. Can you post stuff or no?
If I work out how to. Send it through Instagram and I'll bring up the Instagram page.
Let me try. Let me see if I can get this over to you.
So
let's see. Yeah, tired. What time is it there now?
It is 10:32.
Oh, that's early.
Yeah, but it was crazy. We hit 37 degrees. So I'm going to say like 95, 96 maybe higher. Let's see.
That's enjoyable weather.
39 degrees. 102.2.
That's hiking weather. That's get outside, do some stuff weather. What's your humidity like though?
Humidity is not high, but the sun is. It's like burning sun.
No, I have sun here. Listen, let me tell you a story. Okay.
Yeah.
One time, it was 107 out. Okay.
Yeah.
Back in the day, probably 20 years ago or so, decided it would be a great idea if I went and did my normal 5-mile hike in McDowell Mountains, right, in Arizona. So I drove there. I was going to do this 5-mile loop, right? There's no one in the parking lot. I got my bottle of water, right? I'm hiking. About halfway through the loop, bam, I'm throwing up. I got heat exhaustion. I end up crawling my way back the rest of the loop way, hiding behind the shade of a cacti I could find, right? For a moment of, besides throwing up the entire way and crawling. Finally make it back to my car. Still nobody in the parking lot, right? There was a machine there that was selling water. And I bought 2 waters right away and I just downed them. And I drove back home and I felt fine. Okay. Yeah. And I was like, holy shit. I could have just died out there and no one would have fucking found me for a long time.
Yeah. And then you're saying 102 is just 7 degrees. 7 degrees Fahrenheit is only like 3 degrees or 2 degrees. It's 42 degrees. That's a normal summer day for us.
Yeah, that's a normal summer day for us too.
So, but
I think we got up to like 120, 118 this year.
Okay. So he seemed a little bit small for what you were trying to get.
Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can find the other one here. Yeah, he was looking small and then.
No. Your sun and humidity might be high, but our sun is today was one of those days where the UV was just high.
Oh, I see.
So it was like piercing, burning more than humid. So
Yeah, I hear you.
I
I can't find pictures of what I put the guy on.
working outside doesn't help.
You work outside?
Yeah.
I think you told me that before. I'm sorry, my boyfriend works outside too. And he's not a fan. You know?
I don't mind it so much. It's just like today was one of those days where I was more outside working than I was traveling from job to job. So just didn't get a chance to cool down or settle in between like I normally would.
Right. Okay, I'm sending you my cowboy guy I just did.
Cowboy. All right. Let's
It's coming through, and it hasn't sent yet, but it's coming through.
let's see once it comes through. Still hasn't come through yet.
Yeah, I know. It's still thinking about it.
Oh, good. As soon as it comes through, I'll check it out.
It's quite bitchy, and it just does shit when it wants to do it. Now, there it does.
Yeah, this came through. Ah, yes. Mr. Cowboy. Alrighty.
The cowboy, baby.
Share the screen.
Yeah.
He's looking good.
Good.
Is he done or still?
Oh my God. Is he done or something? Like, I haven't finished a piece like him before to a place of completion where I was super happy, and I think I'm at that place with him.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So it means you're getting him ready for the next stages.
Yeah. In fact, if you can blow him up, I don't know if you can. Can you blow him up at all?
Nah. Well,
okay.
Maybe you can, but I don't know how to.
Okay. But in his collar, he was wearing a jean jacket, and he's the cowboy because when you take off your cowboy hat, that's what your hair looks like, right?
Yeah. Push to the side.
Yeah. and in his denim jacket there, I actually used thread and did every stitch with thread, so that would pull up on the mold.
So you actually pass the needle with the thread through?
No. I put the thread on top and I would push it down with something, put a little clay over it, and then do the next one and push it down, put a clay over it, push it down.
Okay.
With the needle, but yeah.
I'm sure.
I sent you another one. Hold on. Yeah. I have a friend coming to visit me this week.
Okay.
He's
a bronze. Not bronze. Mrs. Fantastic again.
No, it's my friend from high school. I've known from high school. We're just friends, but we've known each other a long time and been friends a long time. But he is an artist and a singer as well. He used to be in a band, and he really likes comics. Coincidentally, he always wears a Marvel hat. He's always like drawing and stuff, and I was encouraging him to keep drawing. some comic stuff, you know.
Yeah.
It's because he's pretty talented, and he's kind of in a spot right now where he doesn't know what he wants to do. And so I was showing some of his stuff on Instagram, and he just recently did something that was just phenomenal. I thought, look at it here.
Is this the covers you've been showing and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been seeing them. They look pretty cool.
Yes. Try this. I'm going to.
All right, let's remove this for now until the next photo comes through.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's making me like redo everything twice.
I know you're more of a hands-on person, but you draw pretty good. Why don't you keep drawing as well?
I can draw, but it's not my forte.
Yeah, I'm
You
sure.
know what I mean? Like, I'm just better at sculpting.
I'm sure working with clay wasn't your forte until you started doing it every day.
Well, it kind of was, actually. When I was 2, I went to Montessori school, and they made us make these little pinch pots as one of the activities. Where you take a ball of clay and you roll it. This is my friend Adam Zerton's piece that he's working on. But as you can see, he's
very, very unique, monstery.
yes. I was really impressed with that one because he started to ink that one in too. But in the pinch pot, I would make a pinch pot. So I'd roll a ball of clay together, and then you take your little thumb and you stick it in the middle, right? And then you pinch all around it, and you make a little pinch pot, is what they're called.
Yeah.
They would kill them and fire them, bring them back to us, and then we paint them. Right?
Yeah.
And I'd always paint the inside a different color than the outside, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And my mom would say, Steph, your pinch pots.
Okay. Was that just a mother being a good mother?
Oh. Well, yeah, I think no. She saw something, and I was always in art classes and stuff, you know, growing up, and it was always the thing I was most excited to do, the most excited class to be in. Whenever I was in that class, I always be like, I would need to be number 1. You know, I'd get competitive with it, and you know, try to do my best. And
yeah, but see, you went from starting off with pinch pots to art class to sculptures. So the same will happen with your drawing. You'll start off with basic covers to full covers, and then selling artwork.
That would be cool. I find it harder though to take something that's it's hard for me to take something that's 2-dimensional and make it 3-dimensional, right? That's why I'd rather sculpt from life, from something that is 3-dimensional. I'd rather just copy the model in front of me rather than a picture of the model in which I have to infer all kinds of dimensions around it. So for me, it's just easier because of that thing. And the 2-dimensional drawing is so difficult because you're always creating the illusion of depth and perception and reality on a single paper, which seems just so much more difficult. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know. I'm not an artist, but I would assume people who are artists work it out eventually.
They do work it out, but I mean, geez. And I wouldn't have even been a sculptor if I hadn't found this clay, because it's an oil-based clay. It's not the wet clay that you're used to working with in the ground. And so this clay will never dry or shrink or crack or anything. You don't even have to cover it up.
Okay.
And you don't have to kiln it either, so it doesn't explode in the kiln.
All right. So
it's an oil-based clay.
So it doesn't need to go hard for you to get it molded and bronzed?
Nope. It always stays exactly as I put it.
Okay, but
And
then
then,
wouldn't it, like, you'd have to be gentle with it when you're carrying it, so you're not denting it, and yeah.
yeah. At the end, you're definitely careful with it.
No.
But then like after they mold it, you get the clay back. It's kind of
Yeah.
expensive clay, and then you can reuse it to make something else.
Okay.
I love it. And that other clay I worked with in college, right? I worked with the wet clay in college
Yeah.
when I would do ceramics and stuff like that, and 3D with clay, and I would just loathe and hate the medium of that clay. Because not only do you have to mix it up yourself in these big containers, right? You mix up your own clay. But then once you make something, you have to be very patient, not to make something too fast and big, which is me. I'm impatient and I work fast. So I would always make something and then like start to fall down or start to crack, or it's too wet up here, or it's too, and it would just make me so frustrated. I would just be like, this clay is such a diva, of a medium.
Okay.
And then I found this clay and I was like, angels were singing. It was like, I can be an artist now.
So you didn't like working with the female version of clay. You liked working with the male version.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, the nice and simple.
Just,
not much drama.
I don't need all that wrapping up, all that spraying, all the cracking, the fixing.
Yeah. Cover up everything.
Yes.
Typical female.
I just went for the easiest thing.
Oh, I would assume they don't. Not a lot of people use that stuff because it's a lot more expensive and probably not as easily attainable.
It's obtainable, but it's definitely like I would say for a box of 4, like a 40-pound box would probably be like in the mid 150s.
Okay.
For one box of the clay, but that's reusable clay. You put an armature or something in the middle of the clay, you can make something much bigger.
I was thinking it was a lot more than that.
No, if it was, I'd be completely broke.
40 pounds is about 16, 17 kilos, I would say.
And they come in slabs. They come in like 4 slabs, wrapped with parchment paper. And you have to, because it's a slab now and it's all hard, to actually make something, to actually make like a sculpture, you have to cut it down into like flayed skin pieces. Okay. So I have to still, I try to pass this job off to anybody else when I can. But it's just really manual labor of just sitting there with a big knife and just cutting this big slab of clay down to like workable pieces. So that's my least favorite part. I sent you something else.
Yeah, I just sharing it now. That's a really cool piece.
That is Henry Longfellow. He's a poet. And the United States had put out a call for artists for grants to do famous people, right?
Yeah.
And he was on the list of people to do. So I applied for the grant, and you had to pick 3 people who you would really be interested in doing. So I picked Nicholas Tesla, Annie Oakley, and Henry Longfellow, because I didn't want to pick anyone super famous like Abraham Lincoln or Ruth Bader Ginsburg or anything, because I was afraid that another artist would beat me out. You know what I mean? Because they're so popular. So instead of sketching my idea for the grant, I just went ahead and sculpted his face of Longfellow, because I thought he had such an awesome face, like with all those details and wrinkles and the beard and the tie and everything. So I just went ahead and did him. I sent that along with the proposal, and
now you have to wait till 2027.
now I have to wait a long time. I was supposed to hear back in October, but then the government shut down, and then that was delayed. And so now the whole thing is like super delayed, which is super frustrating because it was a big deal to apply.
Okay.
It takes a lot of time and money, do a lot of stuff. So fingers crossed that comes to fruition someday.
Hopefully they come back out of whatever crap they're in, and then
they have it's open now, but still, like everyone's backed up.
Yeah, it'll take them a few months, obviously, to get back on track.
Yeah,
and hopefully everything works out. You get your grant. Maybe some people move on to other jobs and other things.
Yes.
So they can't take it when it comes to them. Sorry.
They were saying they had a list of like 250 or 150 famous people, Americans, that they wanted to have statues of for the statue garden, right?
Okay.
And they want to open it up and have it completed by next year, 4th of July, for our 250th celebration.
Okay.
But there aren't that many sculptors who do bronze figurative sculpting, or there also are not many foundries that can produce and make it into bronze sculptures, right? And it's a big time crunch. It takes a long, long time to make a bronze. Okay, because you gotta do that in clay first, and then you take it to the foundry. At the foundry, it takes like 6 to 8 weeks just to make it into bronze. With all the molding and pouring of bronze. I mean, it's a whole thing.
Is that just because they take their time, or that's as quick as they can do it?
Yeah, they have a lot to do. It's called the lost wax method, and it's been used for bronze for thousands of years. And it's just they're making a series of molds off of your artwork. And they open up the mold, and then they make a wax figure of your piece that's completely wax. Yeah. And you're like, oh, there's my figure, but now it's in dark wax. That's weird. And they take it and they put it in this wet, like glass slurry machine, and they coat it, and they let it dry. And then they coat it again and let it dry, coat it again, let it dry. And they do this like about 7-10 times until the coat is very thick. Okay? But it takes a while. Also, if you're kind of little like me, it's hard to bend over and do big stuff, especially if you got a lot of coats on there, then it gets heavier and heavier. Then they take it and they put it in a kiln after it's dry, and they melt out all the wax. And that helps solidify the slurry.
Okay.
Now you have the slurry with a void in it of your sculpture. They turn it upside down. They put it in sand, and they do a bronze pour where they melt down the bronze, and they usually pour it at night. It's fun. And they'll pour it into the vessel. And then after that's cooled, they'll chip away the white stuff, the white slurry, and there will be your bronze piece looking like crap. Right. So then you sandblast everything off of it. And then you take it and you heat it up and you put chemicals on it to patina it to give it some color.
Okay.
That's more than you want to know.
So that means if they want this process done by July next year, they're going to have to give you the grants by January. At the latest, especially if you're going to be doing 3 or 4 pieces.
You could be assigned up to 3 pieces.
Yeah. So 3 pieces for you to sculpt is going to take 2 to 3 weeks at least each. So
no, it'll take more than that. They're life size. So
all right. So 4 to 5 weeks each. So that's going to take you till March, April, which gives it just enough time.
Just enough time. I don't know if they'll make it anymore.
Bless you. Thank you. So I would assume then you would hope that in January they're actually going to start telling people they got lucky, or they're going to have to delay it to another stage.
They're going to have to delay it, I think. There was a lot of scrutiny and talk about it when it first came out from Foundry members and stuff, that they're like, this doesn't seem like this is possible with this timeline. We'll see.
You would think that, especially if it's a government grant, that they're going to have a foundry that might donate time to just doing these things.
Well, they would need to have multiple foundries at the same time, pumping them out. And I also found it really interesting, Zarz, because when I first heard about the grant and it came out, a lady emailed me and said, "Hi, I would like to write your grant for you because I am an experienced grant writer and I have a 90% success rate. And grant writing is very hard. Okay. And you can look at my progress every week on how I'm doing on your grant." And I'm like, And she goes, "It's only $7,000.
You jumped on that, yeah? You got her to write you 2 or 3 just to cover all your bases?
And she would even call me back. But I would like reiterate to her, like, I don't have that kind of money to be, you know what I mean? To like throw you for a grant that I may or may not get. I don't know.
Yeah. Crazy. People like that try and milk. Like, I get hundreds of emails a week about my website. We can do this for you. We can do that for you, and all this stuff. And then the prices start coming, and you see how much they want to charge you just to do this or to do that. It's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. People don't get it. If you have the money to be doing those things, you wouldn't be doing it the way you're doing.
Totally. Be in the position I'm in right now.
Yeah. It's just stupid.
Yeah.
And then you start, like, it shows how much the Google and Thing actually listen to your conversations. Like, yes. I'll have a conversation with someone about something, and then I'll receive an email from that name saying, "We can help you with your website." Or
I heard that. I heard like smart TVs can listen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it happens every day with Instagram. And even like I play Candy Crush still. And
you do.
Yeah, when you talk and then the ad comes up on Candy Crush about what you were talking about.
Oh, that's
so they're making it obvious now that they're listening. Before, you would think it might be a coincidence that you were talking about something and you see it in your feed. Now you talk about something, and tomorrow, like, I can guarantee you, if I'm on my phone talking to someone and I talk about something and I go on Facebook 20 minutes later, there'll be an ad for that I talked about.
Yeah. I think that's kind of the easing in of Big Brother on society. I think I reject that. You know what I mean? Like, there goes our privacy.
Our privacy,
little by little.
Our privacy was gone the minute we started posting about our lives on Instagram and Facebook. And
well, that's optional.
Yes, but there's more people doing it than not doing it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh. I wonder what the statistics on that are how many people are on social media and how many people aren't. I wonder.
Let's have a look. What percentage of people? First thing comes up, what percentage of people are gay?
You know what most people are Googling.
Social media. Let's see what it says.
I'm going to go with about 85%.
Let's see. Social media. Let's share the screen instead of me trying to share screen. All right. So it says that wrong screen. Let's come here and
What percentage of Americans use social media? Okay, ready? I got the percentage for America.
okay.
As of 2025, approximately 73%, a little lower than I thought, of Americans are active on social media, which translates to 253 million people.
Well, according to this, social media has become a near universal phenomenon in 25, with 63% of the world's population actively using at least one platform, and that's Facebook, YouTube, or WhatsApp.
Wow. And isn't that crazy to think like there's villages like in South America where like people fly over and they have no idea technology exists? Do you know what I mean? Like,
It's 5.41 billion. And Facebook leads that with 3.07 billion.
wow.
So
What do you think about that village, about the villages that haven't been tainted with modernity yet?
So I look at it this way: Malta is a small island where my parents from, and they're very behind. So like the first time I went there, and I was only 8 when I went, but coming from Australia and going to there was like me going back 30 years in time. And it was just like so simple, so behind, but it's something that we never really experienced. So me growing up at the stage I grew up, I never experienced how simple and easy they had it.
It was hard, Zarz. You to, like when the phone rang, you didn't know who was on the other end.
Yeah, I knew. I grew up with landlines, madam. I'm not that young.
How old are you?
I'm 42. I'll be 42
You're
in
a
3
youngin'.
3 weeks. But
In 3 weeks? What,
yeah.
January what?
6.
January 6th? Oh, is that it's not Epiphany, is it? Isn't that Epiphany?
I have no clue what an epiphany is.
It's a Catholic term. It's a Catholic holiday, I believe. My brother was born January 8th. I know my mom really wanted him to be born January 6th.
So, but yeah, I grew up with landlines and dial-up internet and mobile phones that were the size of a brick.
The ones in the car, you know, that had the string on them. We're still using it.
But
yeah,
yes.
January 6th is celebrated as Epiphany, a Christian holiday that commemorates the visit of the Magi to the baby Jesus.
Okay. I did not know that.
You're an Epiphany baby.
Okay. That's great.
People should really bring you like frankincense, myrrh, and gold.
All right, I'll let my friends know. So, but yeah. So going to Malta back in that stage, aircon wasn't a thing, heaters weren't a thing. Simple sandstone houses and all that.
What do you think about the places? I mean, I understand like that place is a little behind by 30 years, but what about the villages that are behind by like, you know, centuries of advancement?
There's
what do you
not
think about them?
there's not that many villages that I would think are that far behind still.
But there are some. Do
Yeah.
we owe it to them to bring them into?
No, because there's I wouldn't say there's so much villages here, but there's people who still like the Amish people who don't. We're like our native people don't really mess with technology and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then the ones that do, you see that they've changed from how their people really are.
Yeah.
So I think if the village is choosing to stay the way they are, you leave them the way they are.
Yeah. Well, we'd probably wipe them all out with our viruses or whatever. Anyway, they wouldn't have any immunity to them. You know. So.
Yeah. And I think that's the worst thing is like the problem is anything that's simple doesn't stay simple. Like the more advanced we get, the more difficult we make simple things.
Okay, it says isolated villages. There are hundreds of such communities. These villages often have small populations that are located in remote areas, making them difficult to access. While the exact number can vary, several notable isolated villages are recognized globally. There's one in Greenland.
Yeah, but there's still hundreds. It's not like there's thousands.
There's one in Arizona. The Supai. That's crazy.
Huh? You should go visit them.
Maybe
See
I should take my cell phone.
Yeah, see if they want to come into the future.
I should bring some drones, a laptop, some holograms,
Yeah,
some projectors, cameras.
I'm gonna say this is what the future is like. I can take a photo and show it to you straight away.
Look, this is video of what you just did. I was watching a really cool movie one time about, the traders back in the day, in America, and them meeting Indians and stuff. And one of them were missionaries, and they were trying to tell these Indians that they knew how to read and write, and that the Indians couldn't conceive of this tribe couldn't conceive of what they were talking about, right? So he writes down on a piece of paper, right, something, and he gives it to one of the Indians. He says, "Go give this to my friend, Jack over there." And he goes and brings it to Jack over there, and Jack says, "I didn't know you had 3 daughters or something." And he's like, "How did you know that?" And he can't believe words could be passed on paper. It was so cool. It was a cool moment that occurred to them, I'm sure, almost like the advent of the computer to us. You know what I mean?
But then you would probably see it more. Native Indians in America, have they changed since they started taking up technology?
Well, there's reservations here in America.
Yeah, I know.
So they are sheltered that way. They're through the reservations, depending on the reservation, how
you going, Locke?
Happy holidays, like.
But you would never assume that Indians are gonna come up with a casino by themselves.
I want to say we have maybe 6, 7 casinos around here. So
yeah. So
yeah. It's working out for them right now, I feel like.
Technology is a good thing and a bad thing at the same. Like people are getting dumber because they don't have to know anything or be able to do anything because they have Google at their beck.
You don't have to remember anything. You don't have to know when wars started anymore. You don't have to know presidents anymore. You don't have to know math figures anymore. You don't need to know capitals. You don't
It's true.
You don't need to know your friends' phone numbers by heart, which you used to have to do.
Yeah. I don't even remember my own number sometimes.
Really?
Yeah. I used to be good with numbers, and now it's slowly fading.
Really?
Yeah.
I was really good with numbers, not in that way, but in I would for some reason remember random phone numbers.
Okay.
So like my mom would be like, "Oh, the handyman's number. I gotta dial that in." And I'd be like, "Oh, that's 9282." You know. Like
I used to be able to remember like all the key numbers I needed for work. So ABN, telephone numbers, and customers' numbers, and now, no.
We used to have address books and stuff. You know, we used to write down a piece of paper all our friends' numbers.
In a diary, used to have your diary beside your bed. So, it was a simpler time.
It was a simpler time when there weren't as many pedophiles or gangs or bad things happening. It seemed like it was just that awful rock and roll music that was the big
was gonna ruin the world.
Yes.
Yeah. and dirty books.
Right. Oh, we didn't see that one coming, did we? Yeah. I remember I was waitressing at a restaurant, and I was serving this older couple, and on the restaurant's music, they had the Star Spangled Banner playing, right?
Okay.
And I went over to the table, and this man looked furious. And he says, "What is playing?" Right? What is playing right now on the radio? I'm like, I think it's the Star Spangled Banner. And he's like, "I am insulted and disgusted, right, by this version." It was Jimi Hendrix's version.
Okay.
And I had to go up to the manager, and we had to turn it off.
Yeah.
Because this guy was so fucking. It's like slaughter the. I'm like, come on, man.
I would have told him to suck it up, princess.
No tip for me.
Yeah, it's right. The minute the song played, you weren't getting a tip either way. So
That's right.
you might as well have just heard the rest of the song and told him to suck it up.
Bye.
Too many people get triggered by too much stupid stuff.
Yeah.
It's easier just to not pay attention to any of it than bother paying attention to it.
All right, Zarz, I gotta go. I got
Good.
stuff going on back here.
Yeah, you can actually be a functioning adult in society.
I try not to as much as I can.
Well, good. Thank you very much for jumping on.
Oh, it's always a joy.
It's always a pleasure having you jump on. I will see how things go for next week, but it'll be Christmas for me.
It will. When is Christmas? Is it Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay.
So big Christmas night. So I think I might give it a miss. We'll see if I get bored and come up with something to show. I might jump on.
Okay, I have my friend who's coming to visit me. You know, Adam, who I want to kind of introduce to the community a little bit because he is so good at drawing comic stuff. You know, his birthday is on Christmas too.
Okay. Poor bastard.
So if you do come on, like give me a shout out, and I'll try to get us both on.
All right. I'll let you know how things are traveling.
Okay.
After I'll probably make a decision Christmas Eve.
Okay.
If I'm gonna bother doing it or not, and I'll let you know.
Okay. Oh, happy
No.
holidays.
You too. If not, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yes.
And we'll chat sometime in 2026.
Yes. All right. Bye.
Take care. Bye. Okay. Thank you to everyone who watched. Thank you to everyone who catches your late start over, Marcus. The only way I'm starting over is if your pretty face is jumping on the screen. If not, I'm saying my goodbyes. It's been 2 hours. So, as I was saying, thank you to everyone. You're working. You always seem to be working, Marcus. Isn't it like 4 a.m. in the States or 5 a.m.? But it's all good, dude. I know the time difference makes it crazy. Thank you to everyone who was in the chat. 6 a.m. for you. So you're a little bit different than Madam's time zone. Okay. Thank you to everyone who was in the chat and who caught the stream. Thank you to everyone who catches the replay. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everyone. If I don't get on before then, thank you and have a great night. Or a great day for you guys in the States, especially you, Marcus.